Hey everybody, it's Brandon with InsiderSchool.com and welcome to this course, Insider Persuasion. In this course, you're going to learn how to become a master persuader. See, because I've got a question for you. Have you ever tried to get someone to do something that you knew was good for them and you just couldn't get them to do it? Or have you ever tried to get someone to maybe buy your product and failed? Or have you ever not been able to get your friend to even listen to your advice? Or have you ever not been able to get your kids to do their homework or your spouse to eat healthier? So the question is why? Why can't we get people to do something even when it's obvious that doing it is the best thing they can do? Makes no sense, right? Well, that's what this course is about. It's about moving people to action. It's about being an inspiring leader. It's about making progress. It's about helping to improve the world. You see, when I was in college, I was so frustrated with what I was learning that I went to the dean of my university and said, I feel like I'm getting an outdated education. And she basically agreed with me on that. So I remember walking out of her office that day and thinking to myself, okay, Brandon, you really need to figure this out because school is not going to give you what you need to know. And I started reading books. One book turned to two turned to four. And over the last 4 years, I've read over 1,000 books. And here's what I discovered. I discovered that anyone who's excelled in any area of life knew things were never taught in school. They were insiders. And what if I went through thousands of pages of books on different topics to uncover these insider secrets and break them down into actionable lessons you can use in your life today? That's why I created InsiderSchool.com, and truthfully, it's why I created this course. You see, people that know how to persuade know things everyone else doesn't even know exist. And in this course, I'm going to show you what those things are. See, in this course, we're trying to answer just one question. How do you get people to hear what you say and then do what's best for them? How do you get them to take action? How do you get your kids to do their homework? Or how do you get your spouse to eat healthier? How do you get someone to buy your product? Or how do you get your friend to go to the gym? How do you get someone to hear your advice when they really need it? Or let's say you know something or about an alternative doctor that can save someone's life. How do you get them to actually go see that doctor? And maybe even just for fun, how do you get the airline agent to upgrade you to first class on your next flight? Now, I know you're someone who probably wants to change the quality of life for people because if you didn't, you wouldn't be taking this course. And to do that, you need persuasion. You see, John C. Maxwell, he said in one of his books that if you desire to be successful or to make a positive impact on your world, you need to become a person of influence. Without influence, there is no success. If you're a salesperson wanting to sell more of your product, you need to be able to influence your customers. If you're a manager, your success depends on your ability to influence your employees. If you're a pastor, for example, your ability to reach and grow your church depends on your influence. If you're a coach, you can build a winning team only by influencing your players. If you want to raise a strong, healthy family, you have to be able to influence your children positively. No matter what your goals are in your life or what you want to accomplish, you can achieve them faster, you can become more effective, and the contribution you make can be longer lasting if you learn to become a person of influence, if you master persuasion. You see, Jackie Robinson, the Hall of Fame baseball player, he said something I really, really love. I thought you'd like it too. He said, a life isn't significant except for its impact on other lives. And a person of high influence can have an incredibly positive impact on the lives of others. Exciting, right? So here's the promise of this course. To become a persuasive person and to make it part of who you are rather than just something you do. So you can positively impact people as a natural expression of the self. So in this course together, we're going to cover exactly how to do that. And here's what it's going to look like. First, we're going to bust the 3 persuasion myths that have been secretly sabotaging any shot you have at influencing others. Then after that, in the next section, we're going to go through the 7 personality traits of the most influential people and how to develop each one and know they're probably not what you think they are. Then in the next section, third, I'll show you exactly what you should be thinking about anytime you want to influence. Specifically, I'll give you 10 questions you should be asking yourself and keep on your mind, and how and when to ask each. And lastly, in the last section, I'll show you the 12 pieces of the most persuasive messages, so you can finally get your message across in a way that people will not only listen, but move to action on something that serves them. And then beyond that, we'll turbocharge your results, because in the bonus sections, I'll give you persuasive triggers, words, and scripts you can infuse into what you say. And I want you to think of those sections kind of like steroids, like a steroid injection, because they're going to multiply the power of everything we're going to cover up to those points. So here's how I like to think of persuasion, and I encourage you to look at it as well. I think of everything we've talked about like a pyramid. You see, when you bust the myths at the bottom, then you have a chance to get in the game. Without that, you don't even have a chance to play in this game we call persuasion. And then once you're in the game, once you're on the ground level, then you could build your persuasive pyramid, the bottom of which is to develop the personality traits of a persuasive person, so it becomes part of who you are, and then the what to think about, and so on. And each thing builds on the thing above it. And just like a pyramid, you can't build the top without first having the base. Sound good? Okay, but look, here's what you need to know beforehand. First, no amount of information will change anything in your life. I know it sounds kind of harsh, but it's true, and I'm going to give you everything I've got on influence and persuasion. But then the most important thing is you. It's your daily action, making what you learn a part of who you are. If you're just looking for a course that you can just sit and take in and hope that you're going to get everything you want in life, this isn't it. And truthfully, no course will do that for you. So here's what I've done to help you with that. I've made cheat sheets for you to fill in and use to remind you of everything you need to remember and what to take action on. Yes, it may be overwhelming at times as you go through this, but I want you to see that as a good thing, because you only grow when you're feeling that way, when you're out of your comfort zone, and this is no different. So if you want to get the most out of this course, you'll want to print these cheat sheets out and seriously fill them out as you go through them. So go ahead, download your cheat sheets now. Just go to insiderschool.com/persuasion. Go ahead and do that. And also, I just want you to know how excited I am that you took the time to go through this course, to enroll in this course. I'm going to give you everything I've got in persuasion, gone through 52 books, and I'm condensing it for you here. So let's get started.